Okay, multiplying complex numbers, Algebra 2 skills number 3. So let's remember what the imaginary unit is. We designate it as I being the square root of -1. So what would happen if you squared both sides? Well, if you squared both sides, you'd have I squared on the left, and you would remove the radical on the right, so that I squared is -1. And come to find out here, we like to have I. We would rather have I instead of the square root of -1. But if I is raised to any power, we want to change that to -1. So we like I, we don't like I squared, and we would not like I to any other power either. So when we're multiplying, notice again how similar this is to an addition or subtraction problem. Okay, in appearance, there's nothing in between here, so it looks like a plus or minus problem, except there is no plus or minus symbol. So it's very easy to confuse them. Be careful there. What we want to do here is just distribute. So 2 times 9, 2 times -7i, 3i times 9, and 3i times -7i. Some people call that the FOIL method. And as you notice here, when we do that, 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times -7i is -14i, and so forth. Over on the right-hand side, we get -21i squared, because there are 2 i's when we multiply here. Well, I squared, if you'll recall, is equal to -1. So we're going to make a change here. Notice the color coding. We keep this the same, but that I squared makes that negative turn to positive. Notice also that the I is gone at that point. We don't keep the I hanging around there. So I squared is -1, -21 times -1 is +21. Notice also that we kept the i's, like we said earlier. We like i's, we don't like I squareds. And then you simplify from there. 18 plus 21 is 39, -14i plus 27i is 13i. You'll sometimes see them squared like this. 8 plus 5i quantity squared. Okay, you cannot distribute that power. It's a common algebra mistake to believe that. Instead, you have to write it sideways, or actually write it twice like this in sideways fashion. You might want to pause here to distribute like we did last time. Okay, did you get this for that product? 8 times 8 is 64, 8 times 5i is 40i, 5i times 8 is 40i, 5i times 5i is 25i squared. Notice again we put in red the I squared. And notice the consequence, that becomes -25. The I squared is gone, but the i's are still there. And finally 39 plus 80i. So that's multiplying complex numbers.